Hello, my good people. Hear what is going on. Lagos Assembly Speaker Maranda faces pressure to resign as successors emerge. OBASA gone for good. Lagos Assembly Speaker Maranda faces pressure to resign as successors emerge. The Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mojisola Maranda, could step down as part of ongoing political negotiations with David Sentoji and Wale Rauf being considered as a possible replacement. This development follows interventions from key political figures, including former APC National Chairman Chief Bisi Akande, ex-Ogun State Governor Aremo Olusegun Obasanjo, and Chief Pius Akinyelure, Chairman of the Board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. Maranda, who became the first female Speaker of the Lagos Assembly on January 13, 2025, after the controversial impeachment of Mudashiru Obasa, is facing a mounting pressure despite securing a vote of confidence from 36 out of 40 lawmakers. Reports indicate that political stakeholders are pushing for regional balance in leadership, with the next speaker likely to be chosen from Lagos West. Sentoji, the chief whip, and Rauf, a rising political force in the assembly, have emerged as front runners for the position. While discussions continue, the Lagos Assembly has adjourned indefinitely, signaling ongoing negotiation over the leadership transition. My brother and sister, this is what we are saying. In a related issue, hear what is going on. You see, after several interventions, Tinubu party leaders reach resolution on the Lagos Assembly crisis. You see, this is what we are saying. OBASA gone for good. Removal to be commuted to resignation. Maranda to also stand down for balance of power in state. After several weeks of back and forth, and in spite of subsisting court case over the removal of Mudashiru Obasa as Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, President Bola Tinubu and some leaders of All Progressive Congress weekend reached a political solution considered win-win for all parties. Sources at the villa hinted that Tinubu had received many prominent party leaders, including former APC National Chairman Chief Bisi Akande, former Governor of Ogun State Olusegun Obasanjo, Minister of Solid Minerals Mr. Dele Alake, and a former commissioner in Lagos State whose name the source refused to disclose for political reasons. Ahead of the meeting between the president and the party leaders, the source added that another prominent Nigerian and Nigerian from the southwest, name withheld, had also met the president over the assembly matter and other national concerns, during which he pleaded with the president to consider his request on Lagos as his birthday gift. This day gathered that the president met with different people on the Lagos Assembly matter, with each analyzing the implications of letting the situation escalate beyond the point it was at the moment. Even though some damage had been done, it was against this backdrop. The source said that the meeting agreed that Obasa's removal had come to stay, and there was no going back on his leadership or speakership, especially as the laws guiding the assembly were clear about the election and the removal of a speaker. Particularly more instructive was the revelation that virtually everyone who had something to say on the assembly crisis spoke badly about the leadership of OBASA and his conduct for the period he held sway. They argued, among other things, that if 37 out of his 39 colleagues stood against him with scathing remarks about his leadership, in addition to the position of the political leaders in the state, who also wrote him off, then returning him would be against the tide. They reckoned that that would be dangerous for the politics in the state and the democratic credentials of the president. It was on the strength of these arguments that the president resolved at the meetings that OBASA's removal had come to stay, but a plea was made to salvage his political future by giving him a soft landing. My brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying. You see, what is all this about? It was a bid to give him a soft landing. To the source added that a conclusion was reached during the meetings that OBASA's removal should be quashed and commuted to resignation. The same way the removal of former Deputy Speaker of the Assembly, Honorable Funmi Tejuso, was converted to resignation. Once that was settled, the fate of the current Speaker, Honorable Mojisola Maranda, was next on the agenda, and it was somewhat tricky for the President, the Speaker being a woman. The sources explained that while the President wanted the elevation of a woman in the politics of the state, the Speaker, coming from the same senatorial district as the Governor, Lagos State Central, made it impossible for her to keep her position. My brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying. You see, the position of a Speaker, he said one of the reasons that the position canvasses in support of what that viewpoint was that if the governor was elected from Lagos Central and his deputy from the east, then the largest senatorial district, Lagos West, could not be left out of the power equation on account of the leadership crisis in the assembly. The source disclosed that the president was so disturbed about the situation that he asked if another woman from Lagos West could be sourced and put forward instead, so that the woman folk would not allege discrimination in the power game. Unfortunately, the only woman from that party of the state was not only a first-timer, but also elected on the platform of a minority party, Labour Party, making her choice impracticable in order of the power arranged in the state. My brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying. In the comment section, you are free to say your opinion. Subscribe to this channel, share and love. God bless Nigeria. God bless Lagos State. Thanks and God bless. Amen.